All right, so this next subject that we got talking about, Hovey, baby. Hovey's in the building. All right. So Jay-Z dropped the 444 album, and I guess for this particular segment, this is not a review, of course, obviously, of what you think about Jay-Z's 444 album. Okay, this is not where I want you guys to focus on, but I'm using this as the cornerstone of the next topic. And Jay-Z dropped a lot of some would say knowledge, some people would disagree, about black financial situations, family. Basically, he's rapping like a 47-year-old guy that's got almost $1 billion should be rapping about. You know what I'm saying? He's not rapping about, you know what I'm saying, cookie crack, whipping it up in the pot, and a whole bunch of other shit that obviously we know he's not fucking doing right now, right? And so it was a more mature album, and there was some backlash. Now some of the backlash was kind of understandable because he was naming people's name. When you call somebody, you know how it is. You guys are DJs. You know this is hip hop. You know this is what we breathe. This is our culture. Saying somebody's name on the track in a negative light is always going to be taken as a diss. Even if it's not really a diss, even if it's just a slick word, they're going to take it as a diss. So Future took it as a diss, which I can understand or whatever. But some of the other rappers were upset about the fact when Jay-Z said, oh, he doesn't want to hold money up to his ear. And he said, what's better than throwing money in the club, credit. You know what I'm saying? He also got some backlash for some other things. But basically, I want to ask you guys this, and we'll start with Sunflower this round. Why do you feel that Jay-Z is getting flack for basically telling people what they need to hear? And what do you have to say about the artists? Some of them was Lil Boosie, Young Dolph, a couple other cats who I have no problem with personally, but I totally disagree with them on the notion that they should have some kind of take issue with what Jay-Z was saying or whatever. So, Sunflower, I'll let you go first. What do you think about this whole situation? You can go ahead and run
it. Basically, I mean, what it is, people don't want to be told what to do. And then I think it is the way that Jay-Z went about it, he wasn't wrong because that's music. That's how you catch people's attention. But in catching their attention, there also comes backlash with that. Like, if I say that, I don't like K100, then K100 fans are going to come at me and be like, yo, Sunflower, what's your problem? You know what I'm saying? And then even you may even come at me and be like, yo, why would you say that? But it's that they didn't take the time to get some understanding about what he meant. They only got offended. Right. They took it as being confrontational and they got defensive. They didn't see what he was saying to take heed and run with it and maybe even say the same thing to their listeners. They don't want to change who they are as artists. They want to still rap about what makes them money. And it just so happens that the trap makes them money, selling dope makes them money, and talking about hoes and bitches makes them money. So if I'm going to do that and it's made me millions of dollars, why should I change my formula? They haven't made it to that mature stage. They haven't grown enough to say, okay, maybe Jay-Z was right. Maybe I do need to invest my money into my community. Maybe I do need to invest my money into my family. Maybe I do need to tell people who listen to me not to kill other niggas in the hood. But then again, they'll also feel like that may not sell too. And then you also have other people who are in their ear telling them what they have to say in order to sell too. So when you have labels that are telling you that you have to say certain things and do certain things or they're gonna fucking drop you, then what else do you have to do? You're gonna do that because you want to get paid.
All right. DJ Knots, take it away, homie. What do you think about it?
If I'm gonna say it this way, this is the easiest way I could put it. If you as a person, artist, whatever, have a problem with Jay-Z talking about money management and how to invest your money, but you don't have a problem with Mask Off talking about doing Percocets on Main Street Radio at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, what's wrong with you? It don't matter what money you hold up to your ear. If you don't have a problem with that, then you really need to re-examine your morals and your ethics, because he's clearly talking about pushing poison. And we know most of these radio stations playing Mask Off, their target market is what, 13 to 24, which means he's talking to kids and younger kids at that, the ones who are the most impressionable about these types of things. Now, Future put out 2 albums in 10 days, and the one single that gets played over and over and over again is Mask Off. I don't even personally have a problem with Future or his music in this sense, but that should have been an album cut. That shouldn't have been on the radio. You see what I'm saying? So if you find with a brother telling you, yo, invest your money, don't throw it away, credit is important, basically giving you game for $9.99 like he says, and you don't take heed to it, he's trying to save you time and money. He's trying to save all the people time and money. If you don't realize that, then that's your own fault. You caught up in your feelings. Like you said, they may not have matured to that certain part where they can listen to it. But it's not even really that. It's like you care about your money so much, he's showing you how to make your money longer. You got to pay attention to that. Maybe it's because it's coming from Jay-Z and people have a certain feeling about him one way or another. Or maybe because he is older. But either way, good information is good information. And it's as simple as that.
That's essentially where I'm at with it. It's like, you have to just say, okay, I can understand them saying, look, I'm going to do what I want to do and I'm going to do me. And, you know, I got this money and whatever. But to actually understand the fact that they have fans and have millions of people, they have an audience like Jay-Z. You feel me? These guys are not just anybody. We can sit over here and we can have debates about it on social media, whatever. But when somebody who actually influences and has an audience of millions of people actually comes back and combats it, you know, publicly, then that's where it kind of like makes it seem like an internal struggle that we have with hip hop that we know that exists, but then it's kind of like airing out the dirty laundry, you know what I'm saying, for the rest of the world. We know hip hop has these issues, whatever, and we also know every song and every artist doesn't say that, doesn't connotate that, but you know, we've got these bigger platforms and they've got their own agendas about what they want to push and whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got some callers on the line. I'm gonna get to you guys in a minute.
Blizz.
Yeah.
That's all I was just gonna say. That part, I don't even know if it's dirty laundry. This is common knowledge. We need to do better at investing. It's not just other MCs he's talking about. He's talking about people in general.
Right.
Now for that, to, like you said, to personalize it, because like you said, they have an audience to where they can respond. It's like, yo, some of them are really supporting what the brother was saying. I heard Joey Badass big up what he was saying. Kendrick, of course.
Right.
Even 21 Savage was like, yo, Jay-Z is right. And 21 Savage is part of the newer young cats who you would think need this information. But he's agreeing with him.
Right. Go ahead, Sunflower.
I mean, when Boosie said what he said, when he was like, he doesn't run, I respect Jay-Z, but he doesn't run Louisiana. Louisiana is a place at this point right now that is riddled with crime and a whole lot of murders. And you just got done doing time for being accused of certain murders. So with you having those accusations against you and you claim that you didn't do them, you would think that you would be more receptive to saying, let's get on a better path. Let's get off the murder shit. Let's get on some money shit. And when I mean by money shit, is not buying Gucci belts and fucking Louis shoes. It means let's invest our money so that we can rebuild our communities, because gentrification is happening everywhere. They are taking over neighborhoods that Black people have. They're taking over historic neighborhoods. They are pushing out small businesses, popping small mom and pop that have been in place for 35 years, 40 years in Detroit as well. So you would think that let's buy back the hood, in my Rick Ross voice, let's buy back the hood instead of fucking let's kill each other and I'm going to get this money and I'm going to fuck a bunch of hoes.
Right.
I don't get it.
And I got to make sure that we are clear, very clear, especially tonight, because I went in on somebody else about generalizing all hip hop and putting all hip hop into one category and saying everybody's saying the same thing, which is complete bullshit. That everybody doesn't feel that way and everybody doesn't make that kind of music.
I was a complete asshole for that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He really needs to be more concerned about his school.
We coming. Wait, Sunflower, you jumping ahead of me. You jumping ahead of me.
I'm sorry. That had me tight. He had me tight.
I know he had me tight too, and that's why he gonna make this show tonight. All right. Okay. One more, Nas. You get one more debate chance. 2 minutes left because she went first. You went. She went. Yeah, your turn. Try to rack up some points. Give me something else. What else we got from you, Nas, about this subject?
About the same. Well, I was just gonna say, well, she brought Umar Johnson, but I'll leave that alone for. I don't know if that's another question or not.
Right.
But overall, we mad at what he was saying. Well, some people mad at what he's saying, but for the majority, like you said, he was generally speaking about the mainstream hip hop and what gets promoted. But he was right. That's basically what they talk about. And, you know, there's a big shift. There's a big change going on. It has been going on. There's always been other types of hip hop where they're talking about different song content. It's just not what's on the radio. So being somebody that maybe doesn't listen to that part of hip hop and get that far into it, it came off kind of messed up. It came off real left field. But for the most part, in the generalizations of it, I could see the point he was trying to make. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be like FM and do all of this. I'd rather the people who need to hear that still hear that, and we still have our personal problems with, or personal issues with, all of it being hip hop. But you know, that's what we should. We live. This is part of. This is our culture. So of course we should respond and hold them accountable for it. But we should also pay attention to the part that he was right about, not just throw everything out because he didn't talk about the other side or the other parts of hip hop that are talking about things that have to do with real life and building up and living better and doing more and just speaking life in general. But yeah, about back to what we were saying about 444, the money situation. Now
we kind of losing AJ Knox a little bit.
Artists talking about like Rick Ross and Block. Am I going in and out?
Yeah, you going in and out. Go ahead.
All right, let me stop. I don't know if it's moving or what, but yeah, you got people like Ross and Nipsey teaming up and Jeezy. And even today, I went to an event downtown Atlanta. Killer Mike was awarded a proclamation by the city of Atlanta for his own Killer Mike Day, for his own community service that he's been doing and continues to do in the hood. You know what I mean? So Killer Mike is another perfect example of what should be going on more in hip hop. So to say that these artists don't exist or there's not enough of them, I don't know if it's accurate or not. Like Sunflower was saying, there's other entities in place who try to control that part of it because, you know, when you start uplifting and speaking life into the people are going to want more of that.
Right.
So, of course.
All right, that was the end of that round. Hold on.
Oh, was that 2 minutes? All right.
Yeah. All right, that's the end of that round. Sunflower still got a little bit of a lead on you right now, man. I'm going to get ready to we've got some callers on the phone line, so real quick, in between these rounds, I want to go ahead and take a couple of these calls. 347-934-0966. That's the number to dial into the show. Area code 813-802. You're live on K100 Radio. What's up?
What up, Liz? Miss C. Renee. How you doing?
Oh, C. Renee, what's going on? What you want to add? What point would you like to add to this Points of View segment, C. Renee? What's up?
So what I would like to add is the part about I want to touch on the part about Jay-Z name dropping and, you know, saying whatever. Listen, this is hip hop. Period. In hip hop, in real hip hop, we talk about people. We say what we want to say, we mean what we say, and we done with it. So the fact that Jay-Z is saying whatever you want to say,
you kind of muffled. You're muffled. You're muffled. See, Renee, you're muffled.
The fact that Jay-Z is saying whatever he wants to say, to me, is just a testament to hip hop. It's just a testament to where he comes from. You know, hip hop is half cocky, half smart. You know what I mean? So you gonna say what you want to say. And if it just happens to be about somebody else, well, it just happens to be about somebody else. But that's not going to stop you from saying what you want to say and how you feel about them.
As long as everything you're saying is actually true and is not a literal threat on someone's life, I'm okay with it in hip hop. You feel me? As long as you're not out here just lying, spreading lies, or straight up threatening, straight up physically threatening me. You know, physically
in hip.
In hip, yeah, what I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying?
In hip hop, physical threats. Then and also in hip hop, we pull up on people.
There's a difference between rap and hip hop.
Well, yeah, okay, rapping. Well, now that's a whole nother question. The difference between rap and hip hop, that's something totally different. You know what I'm saying? All right, so but straight up threats also. You know what I'm saying? Some people, I can understand people looking at threats in hip hop as something that literally they want to pull up because depending on how you say it, you know what I'm saying, it can always all go left. But good points. Thank you for calling in. Stand by. If you want to keep talking on another subject, I'll come back to your line later. Area code 573-819. Welcome to K100 Radio. Who's this?
What's going on, man? It's Big Boy Montana.
What's going on, homie? What points you want to speak on?
Man, I'm just going to say Jay-Z, he did his thing. I ain't really listened to, his album, but somebody forgot to teach a lot of these artists about constructive criticism. I mean, if somebody tell me, hey man, you're doing this wrong, you should do this, then I'm gonna take that constructive criticism and I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna make the situation better.
Absolutely. Also a good point.
A lot of niggas.
Yeah. No, go
a lot
ahead.
of people they crying about what he's saying, but they ain't thinking about, you know what I'm saying? This man didn't started from the bottom and came up and look where he at. So take the constructive criticism from somebody who's been there and done that, and been around them corners, and say, all right, well, maybe dude is really trying to put us on to where he's saying we, you know what I'm saying, so we can eat just like him. You know, a fisherman teach another fisherman how to fish so he can feed his family.
Exactly. Because you know what's better than one billionaire? Two. Right.
Yeah. Always.
That's what's better than one billionaire, especially when they're the same hue as you. All right, let's get to the next part.